If Hany is making it personal between him and Derek, I can see him making it personal between him and Chris. Okay, we got an interesting situation starting to develop between Derek Lunsford, Hany Rambod, Hadi Choopan, and I have a feeling that Chris Aceto might be drawn into this also. A very good chance. Okay, we know the situation with Hany. He very popular prep coach for many years. Derek Lunsford was one of the people he was working with, Hadi Choopan. And after the Olympia, Hany announces that he doesn't want to pursue prepping anymore. He wants to spend more time with his family. Oh, that's great, as I said before in previous videos. The only thing is that he didn't give his clients a heads up. Okay, Derek Lunsford finds a new coach. He starts working with Chris Aceto. Derek has made a couple of videos talking about it, and in the first one, he was saying about how great things are going with him and Chris. They're making a lot of progress almost daily. You can see changes almost daily. And he did say that in the prep for the Olympia, that some things were done different or they tried some different things. Didn't get into any details. In the second video, he expressed some emotion, how he felt with parting of ways with Hany. He felt in ways somewhat betrayed. He thought they were very close, and at the very least, tell your clients ahead of time that give them a heads up, let them know what's going on. Okay, we all know that doesn't happen. Derek loses the Olympia to Samson Dauda. Working with Chris going into the Arnold. What does he do with the Arnold? He beats Samson and arguably brought his best look to date. Now, all of a sudden, I'm hearing that Hany is working with Hadi for the Olympia. What's going on over here now? Hany was supposed to be stepping away. He wants to be a family man, which is great. But all of a sudden, we're hearing that he's actually prepping Hadi for the Olympia. Now, I've said in previous videos that with the language barrier, Derek doesn't speak Farsi, obviously. Hadi speak Farsi during the preps, getting very close to the show. Many times they were when Hadi was in the States at the end of the prep, they would work out together. They're both trained by the same coach. And human nature, even though I don't think it was so, because Derek cannot understand what Hany and Hadi are saying to each other, he's relying on Hany to translate everything. Like I said, I don't think it's so, but in human nature, it's probably in the back of his mind wondering, is Hany more towards Hadi than he is to him, instead of being even keel, has to go through the back of his mind. Now, hearing that Hany is working with Hadi, that might, in Derek's mind, reaffirm it. Although, like I said, I don't think that's the case. I think what's going on over here is Hany has to have heard what Derek said in both the videos. In the first video, he's indicating that they tried some things that were different, mistakes were made, and who do you blame for the mistakes? If he's the prep coach and you're following your prep coach's instructions, it's the prep coach's mistake. Then, on top of that, saying how things are going great, almost day to day, he's seeing improvements. Then the second video where he's emotional and he's indicating that he feels betrayed, that he wasn't given a heads up. Hany hears this and says, okay, he wants to, I think Hany might be taking it a little bit personal. Hears this and says, okay, he wants to say these things, I'll show him, contacts Hadi, let's do this. I'm prepping you for the Olympia, and we're going to beat Derek. I'm speculating on this, but I have a feeling that it's a very strong possibility. I might be onto something over here. We got to wait and see how this unfolds. Now, I think Chris Aceto is going to be drawn into this also. If Hany is working with Hadi because he's taking it personal, the comments that Derek made, and Derek indicating that things are going great with him and Chris, and arguably bringing in the best package to date at the Arnold. If Hany is making it personal between him and Derek, I can see him making it personal between him and Chris. Like I said, we got to wait and see what happens here. I'm curious to see if Derek is going to say anything more, or if Hany is going to come out, and he has his own podcast. I wonder if he's going to come out and address this in any way. All I know is I think we have a little bit of a situation brewing over here. You can agree or disagree with anything I've said. Either way, let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.